The continent Nigeria's federal government has initiated a process of reviewing licenses given to private schools amid concerns of the school's operations and responsibilities to respect the outlined criteria. Now, the country's education ministry is leading the assessment process with a view to sanitize the system before handing out new licenses to qualified schools. However, some experts observe that more needs to be done to enable schools adhere to stipulated measures. Here's more details of that in this report.
These are some of the proprietors of privately owned primary and secondary schools in Plateau State, Nigeria. They've come to the Ministry of Education for a verification process which should grant them new operating licenses.
We've been taken unawares because we were not preparing for it by this time. We would have expected a notice before a formal license were withdrawn, but we are here and hoping to get a new one after this exercise.
According to data website Statista, about 6 million children are enrolled in private schools across Nigeria. Many of the private schools have been accused by the government of cutting corners in their operations, and the Plateau State government says 90% of the private schools in the state are culpable. That led to the decision to revoke the schools' licenses and order their reassessment.
For you to teach in a primary school, you must have NCE and degree. And then in the secondary schools, you have to have such qualifications. We have all these given to them, but they don't adhere to it. That's when you go to these schools for monitoring. When you see their toilets, you begin to scream. Maybe they ask to start a nursery school or a primary school. Then within a short time, they put in a secondary school there.
The government says the schools must undergo a validation exercise before it determines the ones that are qualified for a license renewal. Experts say the government needs to take proactive measures in ensuring that schools adhere to the set guidelines.
Revoking license is a good thing, but beyond that, the government must create a monitoring system where schools that default are discovered early and measures are taken to penalize them.
The names of schools that are successful in the verification exercise will be published in newspapers.
The government has warned parents against registering their children in schools that are not validated when the academic year begins in September. Schools represented here are hoping to pass the verification process, allowing them to reopen their doors in a few weeks' time.